Right, we have our next group here with Sven Baertschi, Troy Stecher, Bo Horvat, and Brock Boeser. And we can open questions to the floor.
Brock, obviously the last time you played in this building wasn't so fun, getting hauled off. How's been the recovery, and how do you feel going into camp?
Yeah, once I got cleared in early July, the recovery went good, and I started training hard the rest of the couple last months of summer, and I've been really excited to get back to Vancouver and get it going with the boys. Obviously, it was a tough injury, and to not be able to finish the season with all these guys wasn't too fun.
Lots of expectation on you, especially what you did last year. How are you approaching or attacking the fact that much is needed from you this year?
Yeah, I think I don't need to change my game at all. I think if I play the way I did last year and come to the rink every day with that same mindset, take it day by day, work hard, and with these guys by my side, I think I can have the same season as I did last year and hopefully build off of that.
I know that Jim was asked about your contract situation, and he said you and your agent and the team have decided to just play the year out and wait until the off season before trying to come up with something a bit more long term. Can you take us through that decision?
Yeah, I think they talked a little bit, and I haven't been worried about it at all, and I haven't thought about it at all. So my main goal is to have a good year this year, and then not worry about it at all during the year, and then talk to them after the year.
Well, a lot's been made about the captaincy, and you've said that any one of 10 guys maybe could get it. The club has said they might not name one for this season. Does it matter to you?
No, it doesn't matter to me. Like I said before, I'll say it again and again. Like, we have so many great leaders in this room. Anybody can wear a letter. It doesn't. Just because you have a letter on your jersey doesn't necessarily mean a whole lot. I mean, obviously, it's a great honor and a great. It'd be a dream come true. But at the same time, I'm not going to change my game. Not going to change who I am. I'm just going to go and play and help this team win.
Sven, you know Travis Green probably better than most of us from your days in Portland and the A and here. What did you see in him in year one? Was he the same guy that you've had in the past, or what did you find him as a coach at this level?
Yeah, he hasn't changed a bit. I think he has his philosophies, and he sticks to that. And I think coming in now, I think he's going to be a little more comfortable this year, and knows the guys a little better and understands what it is, what it means coaching in the NHL. And now him being here, camp's going to be tough again, but everybody sees it coming. So I think he's just going to be more comfortable this year.
Philosophy is a nice way of saying, you better do your job or else. I mean, you sat out a game, he scratched you for a game. Do you think that was part and parcel because he knew you as a player that, quite frankly, you could probably take it and move on from there?
I think so. I hope it's that way. Obviously we talked together, and me sitting out that one, it was okay. I came back and played a strong game afterwards. Sadly got hurt, but it was good for me to sit that one out, come back and play well.
Just a quick follow-up. Travis talked a lot about who's going to play with these two guys on the end, and he said he's wide open. He's open to anything. You have played with them. What do you think it's going to take for you to stay with them? Do you think you have to prove something particularly in the preseason to make sure you're on that line?
Just got to stay healthy, I think. That's the biggest thing. I thought whenever we played together, we played well. But I think I've shown throughout a lot of games that I can play with a lot of different guys and can still perform. So, hopefully I get to play with them again. It was a lot of fun, and I think as a line we really, we performed.
Troy, you've been in the league now 2 years. I mean, what have you learned about generating offense from the blue line?
It's tough to score goals in this league, that's for sure. Not blessed with Brock's talents, but I'm just trying to find ways to get the puck to the net, different options. I'm trying to use the back wall or trying to find a stick. A lot of the times you're not going to have a direct lane there. So I know last year we struggled as a group trying to contribute offensively, and it's definitely been a focus heading into this summer and into this training camp. But at the same time, I think it's a collective group effort. Us D-men, we want the forwards to get the net, and the forwards want us to get the puck there. So I think if you can get that, you're going to generate a lot more opportunities to, score second, third chances.
Do you have to change your game further? I mean, obviously transitioning into the NHL, then realizing, you're back for another season, you had to learn some things. Is that, again, a continual thing for you?
Yeah, I think it's going to be throughout my career. First year, I think I definitely tried to play a little more offensive, and last year I definitely worked on my defensive side of the game. So I'm just trying to adapt to whatever role they really want me to play. I just want to be a solution. I want to be a piece of this puzzle, and I want to try to help this team win hockey games. And if they see me being a power play guy, then I'll try to do that. And if it's on the PK, then I'll do that. I'm not going to be a guy that's going to come in and demand anything. I'm just going to show up and try to work hard.
Brock, you've probably had a chance to see highlights of Pettersson, where he seems to score in similar ways to you from the opposite side of the ice. Are you excited about the potential of possibly having him on that opposite side on the power play, where there's another threat to take some of the pressure off you?
Yeah, for sure. Maybe last year, after a while, they just put a guy over there, but it opens up opportunities for other people to score on the power play. But I think we're all excited about Pettersson and all these other young prospects. I think we're making that transition now, and it's exciting for us.
Who's the better shot?
Honestly, I haven't seen it in probably 2 summers, so I guess we'll see tomorrow or the next day.
Obviously, without Daniel and Henrik on the power play, I guess this question is for both Bo and Brock. That's a hole that you guys will have to fill. How much more pressure do you guys put on yourselves individually to step up and help the power play stay where it's been?
Yeah, it's going to be tough. They've ran that power play for a lot of years and did a heck of a job at it. So, it's going to be tough to replace those guys, and Brock and I know that, and the young guys coming in, they obviously they know that too. So, it's going to be a challenge, but we have to find ways to put the puck in the net.
Troy, the defense has been fielding a lot of questions about trying to produce more offense, but just in general, how much could a season of health and having guys regularly in the lineup and playing together, how big of a difference could that make, not just for the offensive side for the blue line, but for your overall game as a group?
Yeah, I think it's definitely important having a healthy lineup, especially in the back end. You tend to play with similar partners for longer stretches of periods. So I think if we can build that chemistry in the back end, it might give us more confidence to maybe jump up in the play or taking an educated gamble on a different play here and there if you have the support from your partner. So I think health is obviously a huge key.
Sven, how do you see yourself right now? There's a pretty young core coming, and you're kind of a little older than them, but not deep into your 30s here. So do you view yourself as part of that young core? Or do you view yourself as a veteran guy?
It's hard to say. I feel like I'm just right in the middle there somewhere. As you move forward, I think the longer you play in the league, the more experience you get, and the guys are coming in now. They seem like little kids to me now. So I'm getting up there, and but it's nice to see, and I think I can, what I've experienced over the last, 7 years, I think I can teach them, certain stuff. Maybe, some kids that are coming in now, I don't think I have to teach them any hockey skills, but for me, it's just making sure they, come to the rink and they feel great about themselves, and they come to work. So definitely can help them out there and, teach them little things.
For Bo and Brock, you guys have both certainly been able to produce offensively, and your offensive numbers have gone up in your years here, but you've also had Danny and Hank to at times take part of that scoring load. With them gone, is there even more pressure to produce even more?
Go ahead.
No, I mean, personally, I don't think there's pressure. I think if Bo and I come to the rink every day like we did last year, and we have that same work ethic and that same attitude of coming to the rink and getting better every day and working on things that we think we need to improve on. And, I think there's a chance for other guys to step up, and not saying we can't step up, but we can step up too. But I think a lot of guys are going to feel they have a better opportunity this year with Hank and Danny being gone. So, I think it's good for guys, and it'll be a good transition.
Yeah, I totally agree with Brock. You can't. Obviously, you want to, get better every year and help the team win, whether it's on the score sheet or not. At the same time, it's tough to lose Hank and Danny because they were such keys to our group. But at the same time, like what Brock said, there's a lot of young kids that are coming up that are going to step in and try to prove themselves as everyday NHLers. And as for us, I mean, yeah, we want to produce. We want to keep getting better every year, and most importantly, I mean, it's, you know, if that's, you know, scoring more goals and getting points is going to win us hockey games. That's the most important part.
One thing management did in the summer to address the club's needs was to maybe add a little bit more size, grit, and experience to the forward group. You guys have all played against either Roussel or Beagle in your time in the league. What should fans be expecting from a player's perspective when you see these guys in a Canucks uniform?
Yeah, I mean, just playing against those guys, we have a little bit more experience against Roussel, just his grit and his compete level every single night. You know, he brings it, and I think that's something we need in the locker room. We need the young guys to see that, and you know, how hard he works. And as for Beagle, I mean, just again the same thing. You know, his work ethic. You know, he comes in here and crushes basically all the fitness testing, and you're just, you know, you're really impressed with you know, his work ethic and obviously his leadership. You know, he knows what it takes to win. He just got off a Stanley Cup win, and yeah, I know to have that experience in the locker room is going to be huge for our team.
Troy, I just want to get your perspective on the game and ceremonies last night in Humboldt as a guy that not only played junior A hockey in this country, but won a national championship in that building.
Yeah, it's touching. It was tough not to kind of tear up and follow along everything. I know we were at the Jake, but you got home and you throw it on. Just pretty emotional, understanding what that community's been through, and but at the same time, it's really impressive how the whole hockey community came together, and the job they did last night with the production, you know, showing the country what junior hockey is all about and what a community like Humboldt's all about. So I thought they did a great job.
Rob, we've talked about, you know, Bo as a potential captain and whether or not there's going to be a captain this year. In recent weeks, your name has come up as a possible candidate if and when they ever decide to name one, and you've done it before, and younger players are doing it more and more now. Is that something you'd like to have at some point?
Honestly, I haven't thought about it at all. I mean, I've only played 50, 62, 71 games. I don't even know how many games I've played, but no, I mean, whenever someone gets a chance to be a captain, I think you know, it's a big honor for whatever organization or program you're in. But I think we have a lot of leaders in this locker room. There's a lot of great older guys that are leaders, and even guys young like Bo and Sven, and even Stecher is a leader to me. So you know, I haven't really thought about it too much.
All right. Any more questions? We're good. Okay, thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.